Well, the politics now. The House committee investigating the insurrection at the nation's capital subpoenaed Rudy Giuliani and other members of former President Trump's legal team.
WGN's Kelly Davis is live in the newsroom with the latest on this. Kelly?
Good evening. This comes weeks before the House committee plans to hold public hearings on this case, but the chances of President Trump's inner circle coming to testify are pretty slim. The House panel investigating the January 6th Capitol riots zeroed in on former President Donald Trump's legal team. Rudy Giuliani, along with 3 others, were subpoenaed today.
It's significant because the January 6th committee has now clearly reached an inner ring of Trump advisors, of people who were with him at that time on that day, and this is the committee taking really a next step and a forward step for them.
In addition to Giuliani, the panel issued subpoenas for Trump attorneys Sidney Powell and Jenna Ellis, along with Boris Epshteyn, who the committee said worked to advance the unsupported claims of election fraud.
You can be sure that they have talked to probably dozens of other people who have given them the information that they needed to take this step to issue the subpoena.
The committee claims this inner circle supported false claims of election fraud, pushed to overturn election results, and were in direct contact with Trump about attempts to stop the counting of electoral votes.
What could happen is that some or all of these people choose to testify. I wouldn't put money in Vegas on that. I think more likely all of these folks will either decide on their own or through the advice of counsel to fight these subpoenas every step of the way.
Political analysts say it's doubtful these people will cooperate. The demands for testimony could lead to claims of attorney-client privilege. If these key players do show up in court, they'll likely plead the Fifth.
The committee will tell its story in the coming weeks, if not from the mouths of these folks, then from the mouths of other people who were connected possibly to all of these particular players.
The House committee also subpoenaed the phone records from Eric Trump as well as Kimberly Guilfoyle, who is engaged to Donald Trump Jr. This is significant because it's the first subpoena that targets members of the Trump family. In the newsroom, I'm Kelly Davis, WGN News.